So to expand on the state of US inflation and the effect on the housing market, I'm joined by Pej Barlavi. He's the owner and CEO of Barlavi Realty. Thanks so much for joining the program. Really appreciate it. Obviously,
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's great. Great to see you. Obviously, interest rates are going up for mortgages as they go up, as the Federal Reserve hikes rates. What are we expecting this week, and what's going to be the effect on the mortgage rates? They can only go higher, right?
Yeah, I believe that the Feds are going to stick to their plan and raise it by another 0.75 basis points.
0.75%, yeah.
Yes.
And what's going to be an immediate knock-on effect for mortgage rates? Because I was very lucky when I bought a house. I think it was like 2 point something or 3%, but it's really a sticker shock out there, isn't it?
Yeah, I was at a closing the other week, and my client unfortunately had like a 5.9, almost a 6% rate, which was, it hurts. It hurts a lot of people. And, as the rates go up, the demand for purchasing homes is going to go down. Refinancing is going to go down. It's already down, as you just reported earlier. And the rental market is just going to keep going up because people just can't afford these their overhead, their costs.
Pej, what does this translate to? We deal with 3%, then 4%, 5%, 6%. But what does that mean to the average home buyer in terms of increased payments? Because it doesn't seem like a lot if you were putting it on a credit card. But of course, a house is a massive purchase. You put over 30 years, right? Usually.
Yeah. It's anywhere between $200 to $400 on average, for monthly payments. It goes up, So
every percentage point is a bit like that?
Every percentage point, it relates to about $100 or so.
Right. Well,
depending on the price of the property.
And the house and the market. I mean, that's a lot to consider when you're paying a $2,500 mortgage and it goes 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. What's the situation then for people who are looking to buy homes? The market was already pretty tough for home buyers before rates started rising. Are prices falling to match the rate? That's what the Fed seems to be wanting to do.
Yeah, we're starting to see a decrease here in Manhattan. It's been down about 5%. I think the nation is about 5.5%, 6%. So you're seeing starting the prices decrease. You're not seeing those competitive offers, non-contingent offers. You don't see bidding wars as much as you used to 6 months ago.
So that doesn't sound to me like prices are going down. It just means they've stopped going up. Are we going to see, God forbid, what we saw in the financial crisis, where house prices in Miami, where NHTSA was just reporting from, got cut in half, and Vegas and even New York suffered. We're not going to see that again, you don't think?
Well, that's the Fed's plan. It seems like, they want to raise the interest rate so they can control this out of control real estate market. New York is, in 2021, New York prices were out of control. Now the Florida market is out of control. This is a way, for the Feds to control stabilize the real estate market and bring it down. I just hope they don't bring it down the way they did, what happened in 2008, 2007.
Yeah, that was pretty scary for people who lived through it. So what is the state of the American dream? We could debate the meaning of the American dream, of course, for many hours to come. But essentially what it means is buying a house and being able to afford it. And, as NHTSA said, passing it on to your kids, maybe. Is that attainable still?
It's still attainable. Every market has great niches where you can get great prices and get competitive commercial properties.
If you're in Manhattan, which I know the average rent is about $5,000 a month, so most people aren't going to touch that.
5,000 just hit a record high of 5,000 this month.
Yeah, I used to live in the city. That's an incentive not to move back. So let's say I'm cutting out Manhattan. Which markets are the most and least affordable nationally in the US?
Most affordable, you're looking at the Sun Belt states. If you get closer to the coast, everybody's moved closer to the coast.
Sun Belt states like Florida.
Coastal lake properties have really gone up. If you want to stay away from the coastal and the Sun Belt states, Boston is, the rent prices are incredibly high.
So
California.
if I'm looking for a bargain and I can work from home or whatever, where would you suggest in the United States?
Every city in the United States has a bargain. Even Florida, Miami has bargains. You just have to find the right market for you,
Right.
the right investment property for you. Find a good broker that knows that market that you want to be in. There's deals everywhere. As the person that was just being interviewed prior to me said, she's getting forced out of her rent because people are saying these investment properties are great investments. So people are buying them at good prices. Still, even in New York, you find them. Outside of Manhattan, of course, in Boston, you find it still. It's everywhere. You just got to look right.
All right, Pej, I don't think I'll be finding a bargain in Manhattan anytime soon, but I like your optimism. It was really good to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Well,
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Well, inflation's in